local SEO and what that means. What's up, everybody? This is Kevin Daisy here. So we provide digital marketing services, and primarily for law firms. That's all we do. And SEO is a massive part of our business. It's what we do. It's what we do best. So local SEO, what is that and what does it mean? And if you're listening, if you have a local business, meaning you serve people in a local geographic area, like a restaurant, or maybe you're a marketing agency like us, but you only serve your local community, you want to invest in local SEO. So what does that mean? How can you do it? So I'm here to share a couple things and tips for that right now. So one of the things you want to make sure you do is make sure you have a Google listing or a Google My Business GMB. People call it a lot of different things, but it's your Google business listing that shows up in the map. So if you go to Google right now and you search for a restaurant, it's going to give you 3 search results in the map that are closest to you, but it's going to show you the ones that have the best reviews, the most frequent reviews, and there's all kinds of other factors that go into play when showing up in that 3-pack is what it's called, the 3-pack. So it's the 3 that show up when you search, and then you can load more to see others. Now, the 3 obviously get most of the attention. They're going to get most of the clicks, most of the calls, directions. So you want to try to be in that 3-pack if you can. So how to do that, there's lots of different ways. You're first going to have that listing set up. There's a lot of content you can fill out in the listing that you can post to it. Most people don't even know you can do that, almost like social media, if you will. But there's a lot of other factors, how many reviews you get, what the overall ratings are, if you respond to those reviews within a week or 2-week period, how many reviews have you gotten? So frequency is important. There's a lot of factors there, which I won't really get into all that on this episode, but you need to make sure you have a Google listing that you manage, that you have control of, and then you're active with. Photos are also important to add and change on a frequent basis. So there's a couple things about that piece. The other is your website itself. And if you have a website, is it presenting your address on the footer of the website that Google can tell, hey, this website address or the website has the same address as the Google listing and the same as other directory listings. So it's consistent, that they know where you are physically, and that's going to help you rank in your geographic area. Now, that's just the start. So from there, you want to make sure that you have geographically targeted content. So SEO is all based on content, technical things with your website, speed, load times, user friendliness, metadata, and things like that. And then the rest is all content and backlinks. So I'm just going to talk about the content right now. But so your content needs to be geographically targeted. What that means is if you're in a city, you want to make sure that your website, and you only serve that city, your content is talking about that city specifically. And so that you do, let's just say you do web design for New York City. So you want to have content that says, we provide website design for businesses in New York City, very specific to the city. But you want to go a step further and make sure that your main pages maybe hit on the main city, but then you want to have other pages that build off of that page that get more granular. So different areas of that city. So Brooklyn, the Bronx, whatever. You want to get very specific, and you can go even further than that over time, building out geographically targeted content that serves all the way down to neighborhoods, zip codes, whatever it may be. But that's what you need to do. Again, from a local SEO standpoint, how are you going to show up when someone searches, marketing agency near me? How far away you are from them has a lot to do with it. But there's other factors, again, like content, and Google's going to look at your website. Is it user-friendly? Is it fast? Does it serve the purpose that the searcher is looking for? And so that's what Google wants to accomplish. Google wants to be the best resource to the searchers, and they want to remain that. So they want to show people at the top of the searches that have good websites, that they're fast, they're user-friendly, they're mobile-friendly, and then the content's so good and it answers the question of the user that Google's going to say, hey, here's your best option. And so we want to just help our clients get in that position. So a couple of things you want to look at. Make sure you have a Google listing that is optimized and that you manage it on a weekly basis, really. And then you're working on geo-targeted content on your website. So have any questions about that kind of stuff? That's what we do. Even if you're not a law firm, Happy to help answer any questions you have. You can ping me on pretty much any platform. Kevin Daisy. I'm at Kevin Daisy pretty much everywhere. I'm happy to help you out. So get serious about your SEO. It's important for every single business. I don't care what you do.
Hey there, it's Eric J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1 Million Journey, How to Launch a 7-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1 million business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you can apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Eric J. Olson.